Hello everyone, my name is Linda O'Nillafor. Welcome back to my channel, Mental Health and Wellness. And today I'm going to be talking about black women who feel sad. But first of all, I'm going to define sadness because a lot of times people think that depression means sadness and sadness means depression. Okay, so what is the meaning of sadness? Sadness is a normal reaction to difficult times, whereas depression is a mental illness, it's long term, and it affects the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act. Okay, so being sad is usually just something that's a short term, and you usually get over it, whereas depression, it takes longer to get over. Okay. So, as you know, most black women are more likely to feel sad, to feel lonely, to feel depressed, and have more anxiety than Caucasian women. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about three reasons why black women, some black women, not all black women, some black women feel sad. Okay, the first reason why some black women feel sad is because of job opportunities, or should I say lack of job opportunities. Okay, now we know that there's a lot of job openings right now. There's, jobs in sales, there's jobs in factories, there's jobs in fast food. But a lot of times, black women want to have jobs that make them feel good about themselves. A job that's fulfilling, a job that you can take pride in, a job that you can tell your children about, a job that gives you self-esteem and motivation. You know, a lot of times we want those types of jobs. And it's like we're always competing, against um, the Caucasian women. And, you know, we all know that what they used to say is true. Black women has to be 2 times as smart as Caucasian women, especially when it comes to the private sector, working in government jobs, and there's a lot of other jobs that black women really have to really prove themselves in order to get. Okay. And a lot of times, because, we are the minority, there's more Caucasian people than African Americans. So, that makes it really difficult as well. So, job opportunities is one that can really, really make some black women feel very, very sad. Not to be able to get the type of job that they like. A lot of times they might have to go back to school. They might have to get a degree in a certain area, have so many years of experience, um, or get some kind of training. So there's a lot of reasons why the black woman can feel sad, when it comes to job opportunities. Okay. So the next one is going to be affordable housing. Now we know that the prices of housing is through the roof right now. We know that to rent an apartment is so expensive, and to buy a home is so expensive. And a lot of times, if you're only making minimum wage, how can you afford to pay a mortgage? how can you afford a car note? How can you afford to put food on the table and clothes, to buy clothes for your children and yourself? You know, how can you afford all these things if you're only making minimum wage and, you know, you want to have a house, you know, you want to live in a certain area? How can you afford to do those things? So a lot of times the reason why some black women feel sad is because they can't live in the area that they would like to live, because a lot of times they can't afford it. And the reason why they can't afford it is because of sometimes what's going on with the job opportunities. Okay, so affordable housing, you know, that's a really, really important one as well, because we all know how expensive um, houses are, and we all know how expensive apartments are. And especially if you're a single mother, if you're a single mom and you're trying to, you know, buy a home on your own, and you're trying to have a car note, and put food on the table, and clothes on your children's backs, and clothes for yourself. So now if you're a single mom, it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard if you're a single mom. So affordable housing can make some black women very, very sad, because now they're forced to live in areas where they don't want to live. They don't want to live there. Okay. And then the last one that we're going to talk about is support. You know, it's really important that we have support from family, we have support from friends, we have support from just the community. You know, we have to have support. And a lot of times, black women don't get the support that they need to get. You know, let's just say if you are a single mom and you found a job that you like, you know, and if you have children, now there's daycare. You know, there's daycare, and a lot of times the daycare is not cheap. So now a big portion of your income is going to daycare. You know, and a lot of times, you know, black women don't have access to relatives that will help them with their children. A lot of times, you know, they have to pay big bucks out of their pocket for daycare. A lot of times, for black women, especially the single black mom, the father is not there, and he's not paying child support. So there's no support there. A lot of times, you know, black women don't have friends that can afford to, you know, stay home and help their friends out with daycare. You know, so just support, you know, and not only financial support, but, you know, black women need a lot of financial support, but they also need a lot of emotional support. You know, a lot of times they don't have mothers that can help them out. They don't have fathers that can help them out. They don't have aunts. They don't have uncles. So a lot of times the lack of support, and that makes a lot of black women feel sad. Okay, so I think that's going to be all that I'm going to talk about today. And this is part 1, and there will be a part 2 where I'm going to talk about 3 more things that make black women feel sad. Okay, so if you like my video, I would love if you would like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.